For this recipe, we'll need some ground chicken, 1 packet of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning, the dry mix. We'll also need some buffalo sauce, whatever brand you prefer is fine. We'll need some shredded mozzarella. I'm using the fat-free, but you can use whatever kind you'd like, and obviously some zucchinis. So we're going to begin on the stove. Most of this recipe is done on the stove, and then we pop it in the oven at the very end. So for starters, I'm going to brown my ground chicken, and I'll put the detailed recipe at the very end for you guys, but we're going to go ahead and put the whole packet of chicken in our preheated pan, and I'm going to just brown it, and then we'll season it with some ranch seasoning in just a second. It's time to season our chicken. We're going to go ahead and use our packet of ranch seasoning mix. I'm using the Hidden Valley brand, but you can use whatever brand you'd like. And we're just going to sprinkle several tablespoons in here. Again, I'll put the detailed recipe at the end, and then we'll continue browning our chicken. Now that our chicken's fully browned, we're going to go ahead and go in with our buffalo sauce. I personally prefer a mild buffalo sauce. I'm not really big on spicy, but if you like a spicy buffalo, go for it. Alright you guys, and our filling is complete. It really is that easy. Up next is prepping our zucchini boats. I've already washed my zucchini, and now we're going to start making the boats. You're going to want to cut each end of the zucchini off, and I just keep my produce bag as a garbage bag just to make it easier. And then you're going to slice each of them in half lengthwise. Next, we're going to hollow out our zucchinis. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. Personally, I'm using an old-fashioned spoon, but you could also use a melon baller. That would probably be a good alternative as well. But I like to just score the outside of the zucchinis, just kind of create that rectangle shape of what I'm going to take out there in the middle. So I'll just score the outside edges, and then I'll come back in and just scrape it. Use my spoon as a shovel and just scrape the guts out of the middle. And there we have it, a nice hollowed out zucchini. Now I'm just going to repeat the steps for the remaining zucchini. Now that all of our boats are assembled and in our 9x13 casserole dish, I'm going to go back to our ranch packet seasoning, and I'm going to sprinkle that seasoning directly on the zucchini boats. I've actually never done this step before, so I'm going to say this is an optional step, but it seems like a good idea right now. I think it's going to add some extra flavor, so I'm just going to go with it. Now it's time to fill our boats with our buffalo chicken mixture. This recipe requires about 3 to 4 zucchini, just depending on the size, so we're making roughly 6 to 8 boats. I'm not actually measuring anything here. I'm just using a spoon and kind of eyeballing it, trying to get an equal amount of mixture in each boat. Our final step before popping these into the oven is to cover them with cheese. I'm using a shredded mozzarella cheese, and I'm just going to sprinkle it all over top of our zucchini boats. I'm a big fan of cheese, so I say the more the merrier. Now that our zucchini boats are fully assembled, we're going to pop them into our preheated oven of 400 degrees. I didn't show it here, but you'll want to cover these with aluminum foil and bake them for 30 minutes and then take the foil off and let them cook for about another 5 minutes or so until the cheese is nice and melty. Oh my gosh, you guys, these smell so good and they're going to taste even better. I can't wait for y'all to try them. Make sure you drop a comment below if you give them a try and let me know what you think. Enjoy!